What's up, guys? Last video of my slab collection, my graded collection. So, and this is actually the smallest box, so it's not filled yet. So, this is going to be, last one was just over 15, 17 minutes, something like that. This one should be under 15. Okay, first book. Just getting right started. Aquaman, number 19. I'm a huge Aquaman fan. I actually only need 5 more books to complete my Aquaman collection. So I'm very close to completing it, and the most of them, except for like 1 or 2 of them, I think, no, one of them I think is the other ones are in the early single digits, like 4 I know I need, and a couple like 8, something like that. There's just a few of them. 5 books left though. And here's one of my favorite Aquaman covers. I guess you guys know I'm a Nick Hardy fan. Also, Jim Aparo did work on the inside of that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's Nick Hardy cover 2. I think he did almost all of them. I think he didn't do some of the last issues. I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah, this is one of my favorite. They actually just did in the new series, they just redid this cover on one of the new books from the new series, so it's like a variant or something. It was pretty cool. Yeah. And then my Shazam number 1, 8.0. I actually bought this years ago, before the whole Shazam movie thing, and I paid $5 for this book. So 8.0, very happy with it. And same thing, I think I paid $10 for this book, something like that. Maybe even 20, I don't know. I don't know why. I think it was the time people were looking for. It's the same at number 1, of course, 7.0. And there is actually another cover of this, a purple cover, which I do want to get. But I had to get it as Jack Kirby cover. You know, I'm a huge Jack Kirby fan too, as most Avenger fans are. Yeah, let me see. Oh, grabbing from the wrong box. Going back to the box I just showed. Okay, this one here is Flash 166. No significance to it. I bought this when I first started collecting. It was just a couple dollars, and I thought it was a pretty higher grade book. So this is from 66, and it's a 7.0. Like I said, I just thought it was a higher grade once I got it graded. This was a cool one I had. This is my Hawkman number 1. Yeah, it's a 4.0. It does have some issues. And you know, I might get a second one of these, upgrade on this one. I do like Hawkman. I think the artwork on this is really cool. It's Murphy Anderson art. He did a lot of the cool artwork on the other issues and stuff, or whatever. Yeah, I just really like the covers on these Hawkman. Especially in the early issues, especially. Now this one here, okay, I'm just going to show it. This is Invaders number 1. Now this is from 75. John Romita did the cover. Ooh, I think John Romita is going to be at the New York Comic Con, senior and junior. Ooh, maybe I might crack this one. But I got this book in a lot of books, I bought a bunch of books in an eBay lot, and I didn't pay really anything, so I would estimate I paid just a couple of dollars for this book, you know, very little, but it came back. It was such a nice grade, and I knew this was going to come back at a higher grade. I just didn't realize it was going to come back at 9.6, but it's definitely a higher grade. I mean, look at the corners on that. I just was really surprised to get it in a bunch of books. And this, when I got them in the mail, they weren't even bagged and boarded. So, but yeah, I know this is worth a little bit. I know in the price guide it has it at this grade like $175 or something. I don't know if it sells it for that much, but I'm keeping it. And like I said, I might have it signed now that I think about it. John Romita might be there. And this is one of my Avengers, early Avengers book. I bought this because I need it, trying to complete my collection. And I got this, I was able to get this graded at a price that I was willing to pay for, you know, was no more than what the book actually raw was worth. So, or I was happy paying for raw even. So yeah, 5.5. This is number 9. This is the first appearance of Wonder Man. So yeah. Remember, same thing with this one. I actually paid a little bit of money for this one. I know I only paid like 25, 30, I don't know, something like that. It wasn't a lot of money for this. I can't remember exactly, but I know it wasn't a lot of money. It was under 50, I'm pretty sure. Now this one I did pay about $100 for. It is a high grade one. It's a Doctor Doom cover. It's number 25 and 8.5. So I still think $100 is a good price for this high grade. Yeah, so and it's a cool cover too. And then I got my, I already showed my Iron Man number 1. Don't know why I had this in this totally separate box, but Iron Man number 2. It's a 6.5. And like I said, I only paid a few dollars for this book here. My number 1 I did pay a couple $100 for, but this one here wasn't very much money. I don't remember how much I paid, but I know probably around $10 or something. But 6.5. This is why I'm going through these boxes, so I can kind of organize the boxes and break them up into DC, Marvel, stuff like Image, stuff like that. And then, of course, put them with storylines and stuff, or whatever, titles. And this is Tales to Astonish 93. Just got it because it's a cool cover. Just got it graded. Nothing spectacular, just a Silver Surfer Hulk cover. Pretty cool. And 6.5 is pretty nice. And of course, this is one of my Journey into Mysteries. When I first started collecting, I started collecting the Journey into Mystery stuff, but I kind of got away from it. I don't know why I stopped. But I do have a few nice covers. I'm going to have to get back into it. I just started looking at some recently. Started looking and bidding on some. Well, this is number 117, and it's a 5.0. So, first appearance of Odin Sword. This is my Daredevil number 7, which is pretty cool. I forgot I should look this up to see how much this is worth now. I haven't seen this, and I haven't looked at this in a while. This is the first appearance of Daredevil in the red costume. Got rid of that ugly yellow costume, and they put him in the red one. Yeah, so cool. I'm happy with the grade 6.0. I actually didn't pay much for this at my local. I can't remember how much I paid, but I know it's definitely nowhere near what these are worth right now. So yeah. And then now just a Daredevil number 9, 5.0. Like I said, I was throwing a lot of books in there to get graded just because, just to do it. And I think, like I said at the time, I think PGX was only charging like $12. I don't know how much they charge now, but $12, why not? I bought this online, and I only paid like $10 for it. Maybe not even that. I don't know. I can't remember. That's why I got it. That's it. But now I watched someone else's video on this, and they had one too. And they pointed some things out to me that I didn't realize when I was looking at it. First of all, I never saw Wizard First CGC book. I guess this is something special they did. This one came out at 9.5, which is something I never saw either. 9.4, 9.6, 9.8. Never saw a 9.5. So I don't know where that grade came from. But one thing I can't remember who it was. I wish I would remember who showed this comic on their video within the last couple months. I'll give them a shout out. But there's also, this is a kind of a rare book. This is number 145 out of 175, graded for the Wizard First program. That's about all I know about that program, but I didn't know that was this is such a low print run, and that was part of some kind of program or something. I don't know, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. I still want to know where that 9.5. That's the only book I've ever seen a 9.5 on. Yeah, so. Only like 0.5 I get 8.5. So once you get in the 9s though, they don't do the 9.5. I got this one raw too. like I said, I didn't pay much for a lot of these books. I didn't pay much for. This is years ago when I bought these books. 9.6 Secret Wars #8. This is one of the first appearance of the alien costume, which later becomes Venom. But I guess there's a couple other ones, but I do have the other ones too. I can't remember, like 252 and what's another one? The Marvel Team Up one, which I have that. I can't remember what number that is. I just got this because it was graded and it was cheap, like $10 cheap. So Spider-Man #1 came back. It's a 9.6, already graded. So, but it is a crack case. So no, I think it was already cracked when I got it. I'm pretty sure it was. I can't remember though, because I'm not too rough with my comics, especially not my graded ones. But yeah, so this is not really worth it much. Maybe it's worth a little bit, but not much though. But I definitely not what I paid for it. But if I ever did decide to sell this, I definitely wouldn't not be able to sell it like with a crack case like that. I had to get it re-encapsulated. This was a very cool book. I'm going to try to hit 15. It's Tales of Suspense 35. Now this is like a prototype for The Watcher, I believe. It doesn't say it on here, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this is one of the prototype books. They had the prototype of Professor X, they did prototypes for Iron Man, the Hulk, all that stuff. This is one of the books for The Watcher. I did read this book. It's actually a pretty cool read. It's different, looking back in '62 and reading the storylines back then. But I got to grade it, just because of the significance of the book. 5.0. Happy to have it. Didn't pay much for it. Not a lot at all. Like $7 or $10 for it. Oh, speaking of the other prototype book, this is, I say, Professor X. This is supposedly the Strange Tales #69. This is the prototype for Professor X. This came back at a 5.0 also. So, very happy with that. Like I said, neither of these books I paid more than $10. Well under $10. And that's it. Now, these last three books are my more recent ones I've gotten. I just threw these in the box recently. Milk and Cheese #1, which I'm very disappointed. I won this while I was at the Boston Comic Con. I won it on eBay. The day I was at one of the days I was at, the Sunday at the Boston Comic Con, I won this, and Evan Dorkin was there at the Comic Con, so I wasn't able to get him to sign it, but I'm hoping someday to run into him and get him to sign it. I know Gregor Fabulous got a couple books signed, one for him and one for Hero Hunter, I think, Clint. I think he was the one that had it signed for him. But yeah, I'm very happy to have it. I think Hero Hunter told me that he was actually bidding on the same. He thought about bidding on this book. He didn't though. But I got this for $75. So, pretty sure that's what I paid. Now, next book, got this recently. This is finally, I've been wanting to get this for a while. This is my Tomb of Dracula #10. First appearance of Blade. And it's a 7.0. I really can't remember right now what I paid for it, but I know it was between 100, 150, something like that. So which I think is pretty good for a 7.0. I know these are reaching up over $200 to $300 now. They just keep going up in price. You know, I really actually would love to see a new Blade movie with Wesley Snipes. You know, I think he's done his time. He should be able to come back into the movies and start really doing some mainstream movies again. He's doing some B movies and stuff. I just watched one on Sci-Fi Channel. It was pretty horrible. Okay, two more books. This one here, I'm very happy to have. It's a rare, hard book to find. It's The Crow #1. And if James O'Barr is going to be another one, I am going to get him to sign this book. I am going to crack this and get him to sign it. But yeah, this is an 8.5, which I would love to have in the 9s. I know Comics Quest, he has a higher grade book of this. Like I think his are like 9.4, 9.6, something like that. Maybe even 9.8, I don't remember. But he has a higher grade book of this. But I'm just happy to have it because these are so hard to find. And I did not pay a whole lot of money. I paid, I don't know, I know it was maybe about $100, something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that, I don't remember. But yeah, I'm just happy to have it. Okay, last book, and we just hit the 15-minute mark. One of my other grails, I finally was able to get it this year, and this is one of the PGX books that I actually bought, graded already. So, and of course I regret not having this when I met Herb Trimpe, so I would love to have him sign it. Unfortunately, that will never happen now, unless I forge his signature, which I would never do. But yeah, this is my Hawk 181. That's my last graded book. It's a 7.0, which I'm very happy for, because and I know I got a really, really good price for this. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think it was, I'm gonna whisper this one too, 1,100. So I think it was that much, and I know I almost bought one off Jimmy C at a 6. I think his are a 6 or 6.5, and he was asking for a few $100s more than that. So I'm happy to get that. I got this for a good deal. Yeah, especially these books are crazy, the prices. But yeah, guys, that's it, guys. I thought there was one more thing I wanted to say at the end of the video, but that's it. I'm going to be making a video this week, tomorrow, of my new pickups. So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for sticking with this for so long. Okay, bye.